Learning Orthodox Christianity, continuing with the overview of the books of the Bible. The books of history. The second section of the Old Testament is known as the historical books. This group begins with the book of Joshua, the leader of the children of Israel following the death of Moses, who brings God's people into the promised land after their 40 years of wandering in the wilderness. Judges relates to the traditions of the various Hebrew tribes and the exploits of their own particular heroes, the judges of whom the title speaks, who ruled the nation. The book of Ruth is the charming and heroic account of a Gentile woman who placed herself under the protection of the one true God, and in the process became an ancestor of King David, and of his descendant Jesus Christ, the Messiah of Israel. First and Second Kingdoms, whose principal characters are Samuel, the faithful prophet, Saul, the first king to rule over God's people, and David, Saul's successor and the first king of Judah in the south of Palestine, and Israel to the north. The books of Third and Fourth Kingdoms opens with the enthronement of David's son Solomon and ends with the fall of the kingdom, including the destruction of its capital city of Jerusalem and the exile of God's people from Palestine to Babylon. First and Second Chronicles expand on the history recorded in Third and Fourth Kingdoms. The word paralipomenon is transliterated from the Greek and means that which is omitted. In the two preceding books, the books of First and Second Ezra and Nehemiah, continue this chronicle of divine history, focusing on the Jewish religious community after its return to Jerusalem from exile in Babylon. The final books in the historical section of the Old Testament reveal the stories of people who lived heroic and God-directed lives under foreign domination and during the exile. Tobit, who was taken into captivity by the Assyrians. Judith, the pious and beautiful widow, who saved her people from massacre by the invading Assyrian general. Esther, the Jewish queen of Persia who achieved the revocation of Haman's decree that would have allowed the persecution and mass murder of God's people. And the Maccabees, the family of the Hasmoneans and their followers, the faithful people who began the revolt and fought the wars of independence against foreign armies occupying their land.